Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80! Down to lose one.
This is Jerick McKinnon, who missed the entire 2018 campaign. Finding room inside the 40. And down to the 19-yard line. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 19-yard line.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he cut and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 21st touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Goff. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanting to continue to go to the guys. Already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Looking for Woods that time. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
On 1st down, it's Coleman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Here we go, here we go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner 1st down.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Coleman on the toss. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
Hey, gun.
They'll try and run with McKinnon. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Cooks now in his 2nd season with the Rams. He's had 4 straight years over 1,000 yards. He had 2 with the Saints, 1 with New England, and then he went over 1,000 again last year with the Rams. 80 catches, 1,204 yards. Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
On 1st down, Goff. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. Past the 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd and 7, Goff is going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 52 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Here we go. 20.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before.
And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They begin the drive with Coleman. He finds an opening past the 40. And down right around the 37. It's a gain of 35.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Michael Brockers in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down. Flushed out right.
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. Sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for it. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's gone. He's got Higbee complete right side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Gone. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now on second down, this is Gurley.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Goff now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Out of the gun, Goff. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Back to throw, Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second down and goal. Goff back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Right, check. 59. Kill.
The final shot before break here. Goff under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Zerline's kick is up and through. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Kevin Coleman with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards, a first down. Goff now to throw. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On second and 12, Goff got his man complete over the middle. That's Woods. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. A big connection on that one. 40 yards. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on first and 10. Here's Goff. This one to the left to Higbee. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
At the 49ers' 15-yard line.
We go tonight. White 20.
59. Mike to 59. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Goff. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And it brings up
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Goff throwing again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Here's Gurley now. Toss right. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go. Go.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds...
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long.
48 month. 48 month. Watch the run.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28.
That's another 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll toss it to Coleman, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
13!
58 to Mike, 58.
Hey! Wahoo!
Record.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Double time.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now they'll toss to Gurley left. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He's going to rifle. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. And even 40 yards. On first down, it's Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Zerline good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. On the stop was Aaron Donald. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They will run again with Coleman. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
65.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers! Tevin Coleman, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. yards. Goff now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, Goff. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Again, Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
5-yard gain
Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
I got you.
This is Coleman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Coleman. And a solid run down inside the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Here's Coleman. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here we go. 180!
Right now, let's go. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
On first down, it's Coleman. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, there it is. After number 5, we were wondering if we would see it, and he has broken the NFL record with his 6th touchdown in this game.
Let's face it, we can go ahead and lose our objectivity here, can't we? And just applaud what we've seen. That's one of the great records in the NFL. Are you talking about this 6 touchdown runs in a game against an NFL defense? I want to run down. Let's go down there and carry him off the field ourselves. We should do that.
Get his autograph after the game. I know that much.
Don't forget, I know you. Selfie. We'll do a selfie.
Oh, yeah, we'll do a selfie. We'll do a group selfie.
There you go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Niners, the win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know when Mace, Pops, and Dave win.
Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, ahead, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred,
meaning credentials.
best of both worlds
When we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right, turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about, space out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate